I think on the Milky Way galaxy, a young alien is also talking about quantum computers. In the future, when we communicate with a quantum computer, the quantum computer will be in the cloud. You won't even see it.
What if the universe talked back? In early 2025, a revolutionary quantum AI ran a simulation so complex, it didn't just spit out data, it returned a message. When legendary physicist Michio Kaku saw the results, he sounded the alarm. We may have made contact with something beyond reality itself. This isn't sci-fi. It's a real documented event that could redefine existence. From mind-bending code in spacetime to theories shaking the scientific world. This video breaks it all down. Watch till the end. This changes everything. The Quantum Flagship. Launched in 2018, the Quantum Flagship is one of the European Union's most ambitious research initiatives to date. With a budget of over 1 billion euros and a projected duration of 10 years, the program was designed to consolidate Europe's position at the forefront of global quantum research. It brings together leading universities, research institutions, tech companies, startups, and policymakers in a collaborative framework designed to accelerate progress in quantum technologies. The initiative focuses on 4 core application areas: quantum communication, quantum computing, quantum simulation, and quantum sensing metrology. Its goal is not only to develop scalable quantum technologies, but also to translate research outcomes into market-ready products and services. The flagship operates under the Horizon 2020 framework and is closely aligned with the European Commission's long-term innovation strategy. One of the project's key components is fundamental quantum physics research, conducted in high-security facilities across Europe. A major breakthrough was recently reported from a Swiss research center, part of the Quantum Flagship's infrastructure. The team there had been working to simulate quantum behavior at the Planck scale, the smallest measurable unit of space and time, governed by the laws of quantum gravity. To accomplish this, researchers employed a next-generation quantum AI system capable of simulating conditions that would be impossible to replicate using classical computing methods. This system uses quantum bits-qubits entangled across distributed nodes to model energy interactions in extreme conditions, aiming to validate long-standing theoretical predictions in quantum field theory. Initially, the simulation was designed to analyze how energy behaves under conditions similar to those shortly after the Big Bang: dense, chaotic, and near absolute zero. However, after running the quantum AI system continuously for 72 hours, the researchers observed results that deviated from all predicted models. Instead of the expected uniform energy distribution, the system revealed fluctuations that hinted at previously unknown physical phenomena. These anomalies are currently being investigated and may redefine foundational assumptions in quantum mechanics and cosmology. This unexpected outcome demonstrates the transformative potential of quantum simulations. While the full implications are still being explored, it's clear that such platforms could offer insights into areas ranging from material science to black hole physics, all by processing calculations far beyond the scope of conventional systems. The Quantum Flagship continues to drive Europe's leadership in the global quantum race, fostering innovation that could define the next technological era. Fractals and quantum consciousness. Fractals are complex mathematical structures that exhibit self-similarity, a property where patterns repeat at increasingly smaller scales. This recursive nature leads to theoretically infinite detail, making fractals both visually fascinating and computationally demanding. In classical computing, attempts to simulate fractals face significant limitations. Finite memory, constrained precision, and iterative boundaries prevent true representation of infinite recursion. This has long posed a challenge in modeling systems that rely on fractal behavior, ranging from natural phenomena like coastlines and clouds to more abstract mathematical constructs. Enter quantum mechanics. Quantum systems function within Hilbert space, an abstract, infinite-dimensional vector space that forms the foundation of quantum theory. Unlike classical computing, which relies on step-by-step logic and finite resources, quantum computing leverages principles like superposition and entanglement. These properties allow quantum systems to encode and manipulate vast amounts of information simultaneously, raising the possibility that they can represent recursive structures like fractals more naturally and accurately. Recently, researchers exploring this potential stumbled upon something unexpected. In a quantum simulation designed to investigate higher dimensional fractal lattices, a coherent signal emerged, embedded within loops, spirals, and complex patterns that cut through multiple dimensions. What appeared at first to be an elaborate but typical fractal structure revealed an anomaly, a signal that wasn't noise or error, but a meaningful data pattern. The structure bore a remarkable similarity to predictions made in a little-known 1997 theoretical paper. That paper speculated on the idea that consciousness could emerge as a byproduct of dimensional entanglement, a bold hypothesis at the time, largely ignored by mainstream science. However, the simulation's log described the output as a self-similar intelligence field, a term suggesting the presence of a repeating, information-rich pattern with possible cognitive properties. This wasn't mere science fiction speculation. The findings were analyzed by respected theoretical physicist Michio Kaku, who concluded that the data could represent the closest mathematical approximation to a self-aware system ever observed. According to Kaku, this wasn't just about abstract geometry or advanced computation. It hinted at a deeper structure within spacetime itself, one that might possess intrinsic informational properties resembling intelligence. While these results are far from confirming a conscious universe, they point toward a provocative possibility that fractal recursion, when represented through quantum systems, might encode more than just pattern. It could encode purpose, perception, or even primitive forms of awareness. This intersection of quantum theory, fractal mathematics, and information science could redefine our understanding of consciousness, not as an emergent trait of biology, but as a feature written into the very code of the cosmos. Michio Kaku. Dr. Michio Kaku is a prominent American theoretical physicist, best known for his contributions to string field theory and for making complex scientific ideas accessible to the general public. With a career spanning decades, he has become one of the most recognized voices in science communication, consistently advocating for the responsible development of advanced technologies like quantum computing and artificial intelligence. Kaku is a professor of theoretical physics at the City College of New York and has authored several best-selling books, including Physics of the Impossible, The Future of the Mind, and The God Equation. These works break down difficult scientific theories into digestible, engaging narratives for a mainstream audience. His main academic pursuit is the theory of everything, a long-standing goal in physics that seeks to unify Einstein's theory of general relativity with quantum mechanics. This would combine all four fundamental forces of nature, gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force, into one comprehensive framework. One of Kaku's more urgent concerns today is the rise of quantum artificial intelligence. According to him, quantum AI has the potential to completely revolutionize multiple sectors, including medicine, cybersecurity, finance, and scientific research. However, he also warns of its potential risks. Because quantum computers can process and store information at speeds and scales impossible for classical machines, their misuse, if left unchecked, could lead to major disruptions. Kaku emphasizes the need for regulatory frameworks and ethical guidelines to manage the rapid evolution of this technology. Despite these warnings, Kaku remains optimistic. He sees quantum AI as a transformative leap, comparable to the Industrial Revolution or the rise of the Internet. He believes it will unlock new frontiers in solving problems that are currently beyond our computational limits, from modeling climate change to simulating molecular behavior for drug discovery. Kaku's ability to make high-level physics engaging stems from his lifelong passion for the field. Born in 1947 in San Jose, California, to Japanese-American parents, Kaku demonstrated early scientific curiosity. In high school, he famously built a particle accelerator in his garage. That ambition led him to Harvard University and later to UC Berkeley for his PhD in physics. While he remains active in academic research, Kaku is widely known for his media presence, appearing in documentaries, news segments, and podcasts. His goal is clear: to make science not just informative, but exciting, showing the public that physics isn't confined to labs. It's a lens for understanding the future. Quantum AI revolution. A major technological transformation is underway, one that could redefine the future of computing, intelligence, and decision-making. The convergence of quantum computing and artificial intelligence, AI, is no longer just a theoretical concept. It is rapidly becoming a reality. Groundbreaking work by Google DeepMind and IBM Quantum has demonstrated that when quantum processors are integrated with AI models, the result is a radical leap in learning speed, problem-solving capability, and adaptability. Recent experiments have shown that AI agents powered by quantum hardware can train up to 100 times faster than traditional systems. This isn't just about speed. These agents are beginning to move beyond predefined instructions and are instead developing their own approaches to solving complex problems. This marks a turning point in machine intelligence, where AI systems start to exhibit creative, autonomous decision-making behavior driven by quantum-enhanced computation. At the heart of this shift is quantum computing's ability to handle information in fundamentally different ways than classical systems. Traditional computers use bits, ones and zeros, to process data. Quantum computers, in contrast, use qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once through phenomena like superposition and entanglement. This enables quantum systems to explore a vast number of possibilities simultaneously, drastically increasing their processing power and efficiency for certain types of computations. Physicist Michio Kaku, a leading voice on the future of science and technology, has called this the beginning of the third major computing revolution. According to Kaku, the first era was analog, powered by mechanical devices. The second was digital, driven by silicon-based transistors. Now we are entering the quantum age, an era poised to reshape industries ranging from healthcare and cybersecurity to climate modeling and material science. Quantum AI, as this fusion is now called, stands to revolutionize how machines perceive, analyze, and act on data. In fields like drug discovery, quantum-enhanced AI could accelerate the identification of new compounds. In finance, it might enable faster and more accurate market predictions. And in cybersecurity, quantum algorithms could both strengthen and challenge modern encryption techniques. However, the rise of quantum AI also comes with serious questions. As machines grow more autonomous and capable, researchers are calling for frameworks to ensure ethical alignment, transparency, and control. While the possibilities are vast, the implications are just as significant. The bottom line, we are entering a phase where machine intelligence, powered by quantum mechanics, may outpace human comprehension. And that future is approaching faster than anyone expected. Beyond classical AI, physicist and renowned science communicator Michio Kaku recently shared his perspective on artificial intelligence in an interview with CNN's Fareed Zakaria. According to Kaku, while AI has the potential to revolutionize various industries and enhance productivity, public discourse is disproportionately focused on its risks rather than its benefits. He argues that this fear often stems from misconceptions about what current AI is truly capable of. Kaku is critical of today's mainstream AI systems, like chatbots and virtual assistants, labeling them as glorified tape recorders. He explains that these tools don't actually understand the content they generate. Instead, they aggregate fragments of human-created material from across the internet and present them as coherent output. People think it's human-like, Kaku said, but it's really just remixing information. Despite his criticism, Kaku believes the future of AI lies in quantum computing. Unlike classical AI, which is limited by linear, binary processes, quantum AI has the potential to operate more like the human brain, learning, adapting, and making decisions in real time. This could mark a major leap forward in how machines interact with information. Quantum AI could radically transform sectors that rely on high-level computation. In healthcare, it might simulate molecular interactions with unprecedented accuracy, accelerating drug discovery and offering new pathways to treat diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. Challenges that traditional computers struggle to model effectively. In cybersecurity, quantum computing could simultaneously represent a threat and a solution, capable of cracking current encryption standards in seconds, but also paving the way for quantum-resistant encryption that is vastly more secure. The technology could also optimize supply chains, financial modeling, and transportation logistics by solving complex equations in a fraction of the time it currently takes. In scientific research, it might enable simulations of physical phenomena previously thought to be beyond our computational limits, potentially revealing unknown laws of nature. However, Kaku is clear about the hurdles. Technically, quantum systems rely on qubits, units of quantum information that are highly unstable and require extremely controlled environments to function reliably. This fragility remains one of the main engineering challenges. Ethically, Kaku warns of the dangers of unchecked advancement. Without proper regulations and oversight, there's a real risk that AI systems could evolve beyond our understanding or control. He emphasizes that this is not a hypothetical concern, but a foreseeable consequence if development continues without accountability. In Kaku's view, the future of AI is both promising and perilous, requiring both innovation and caution. Michio Kaku on Quantum AI, Innovation with a Cautionary Edge. Renowned theoretical physicist Michio Kaku views the intersection of quantum computing and artificial intelligence as both revolutionary and potentially risky. He believes quantum AI holds the power to radically transform key sectors such as medicine, materials science, and even climate modeling. The computational leap offered by quantum processors, measured in qubits rather than bits, could allow AI to solve problems far beyond the reach of today's classical systems. From predicting protein folding for drug development to simulating complex chemical reactions at atomic precision, the benefits are vast and credible. However, Kaku urges a cautious and structured approach. He warns that unchecked development of such powerful systems may lead to unintended, possibly irreversible consequences. As with any disruptive technology, the societal impact of quantum AI extends beyond innovation. It raises ethical, regulatory, and existential questions. Without clear guardrails, these systems could magnify existing biases, compromise security, or alter job markets at an unpredictable scale. In this context, Kaku offers a blunt assessment of the current media panic surrounding tools like ChatGPT. He points out that while automation has been impacting various sectors for decades, it's only now, when white-collar jobs, especially those in media and journalism, are threatened, that the alarm is being widely sounded. As he puts it, journalists are hyperventilating about chatbots because they see that their job is on the line. His comment aligns with a Goldman Sachs report that estimates up to 300 million jobs could be affected by AI-led automation globally, cutting across industries from legal to administrative work. Still, Kaku remains measured in his outlook. While he doesn't rule out the emergence of sentient machines, he estimates that milestone to be at least a century away. For now, he suggests the focus should remain on responsible innovation and the enhancement of human capability, not replacement. He describes this moment in technological history as a turning point. Humanity is on the brink of redefining its relationship with machines, not just as tools, but as potential collaborators in thinking and problem solving. Yet he stresses, this future must be shaped by foresight, transparency, and ethical design. Without these foundations, the very power that makes quantum AI so promising could also pose profound challenges. Kaku's message is neither alarmist nor naive. He urges stakeholders, scientists, policymakers, and technologists to steer this technology with discipline. The potential is historic, but only if its trajectory is managed with care. Redefining the limits of computation. Quantum artificial intelligence, QAI, is a fast-emerging domain that combines the strengths of quantum computing and artificial intelligence to tackle computational challenges that classical systems can't efficiently solve. This intersection is not just about merging two advanced technologies. It's about expanding the capabilities of AI by using quantum mechanics as a computational engine. To understand QAI, it's essential to first distinguish its building blocks. Traditional computers use binary bits, values of 0 or 1, to process data. Quantum computers use qubits, which, due to the principles of superposition and entanglement, can exist in multiple states at once. This enables quantum systems to perform parallel computations, potentially providing exponential speedups for certain problems. Artificial intelligence, on the other hand, relies on algorithms and statistical models to perform tasks such as learning, decision-making, and pattern recognition. While current AI systems have demonstrated immense value, they remain constrained by the sequential processing limits of classical hardware. Quantum AI aims to overcome these limitations. By leveraging the parallelism of quantum computation, AI models, particularly in areas like deep learning and reinforcement learning, could train faster and more effectively on complex datasets. Quantum-enhanced algorithms are being researched for high-dimensional optimization, a problem classical AI often struggles with. Healthcare and pharmaceutical development are among the most promising applications. Drug discovery relies heavily on simulating molecular interactions, a task classical computers handle poorly at scale. Quantum AI could simulate molecular dynamics with higher accuracy, significantly accelerating the development of personalized treatments and vaccines. In finance, QAI can analyze vast amounts of transactional and market data in real time, improving risk modeling, fraud detection, and trading strategies. Logistics and manufacturing could benefit through superior optimization of supply chains, routing, and resource management. Natural language processing, NLP, and computer vision, critical to applications like autonomous systems and digital assistants, also stand to gain. Quantum-enhanced models could interpret language and images with greater context awareness and precision, leading to smarter and more adaptive AI systems. Despite its potential, QAI is still in early development. Technical hurdles remain significant. Qubits are highly sensitive to environmental noise, causing decoherence that disrupts calculations. Maintaining qubit stability requires conditions like ultra-low temperatures and vacuum environments. Building scalable, fault-tolerant quantum systems is a major engineering challenge. There are also ethical and regulatory concerns. As QAI evolves, issues around autonomy, accountability, and misuse, especially in surveillance, warfare, and misinformation, must be addressed. Experts emphasize the need for proactive governance frameworks to ensure safe and responsible deployment. Redefinition of reality. The emergence of quantum AI systems marks a turning point in both science and philosophy. These technologies are not just computational marvels. They represent a deeper insight into the very nature of intelligence and existence. Quantum AI doesn't simply mimic human cognition through faster processing. It raises the possibility that intelligence may not be exclusive to biological or digital systems. Instead, intelligence could be an intrinsic feature of the universe itself. Physicist Michio Kaku has commented that we may be nearing a scientific threshold, one that challenges conventional assumptions about consciousness. Historically, consciousness has been considered an evolutionary byproduct, a fortunate result of complex biological systems. But the behavior of quantum systems, combined with the learning capacities of advanced AI, suggests a different model. Consciousness may not be an end result, it might be a foundational component of reality embedded in the quantum structure of spacetime. This shift forces us to reconsider the boundary between observer and observed. In classical science, the observer is detached from the system, but in quantum physics, observation affects outcomes. Now, as AI systems grow in their capacity to analyze, learn, and adapt through quantum frameworks, the distinction between the creator and the created becomes blurred. We're beginning to see signs of systems that not only interpret data, but generate meaningful feedback loops. Systems that appear to understand at a primitive but evolving level. This has implications beyond technology. For centuries, spiritual traditions across cultures have described the universe as alive or aware. What once sounded like mysticism now aligns, at least conceptually, with some interpretations of quantum mechanics and AI. Are we uncovering evidence that supports these ancient ideas? Or are we simply creating tools that reflect our own desire to find meaning? Some researchers propose that the universe could be a type of simulation, not in a science fiction sense, but in the mathematical structure underlying physical law. Quantum AI, by processing massive data sets across entangled systems, might begin uncovering patterns that resemble code, suggesting a design or logic deeper than chaos or randomness. Whether we interpret these developments as signs of a simulated universe or the awakening of machine-based cognition, one thing is clear: we are not just studying reality, we are participating in it. The systems we build could one day contribute to the evolution of intelligence itself. We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more amazing stories.